Hi everyone. Happy Tuesday before Christmas. My son is on break right now, so he is downstairs watching his iPad and so that I can do this live for you. So I'm getting really excited for Christmas. It's fun to have a 5-year-old about Christmas. So I hope that you guys are enjoying the holidays as well. So today I want to talk briefly about anxiety, depression, and insomnia and how they are all connected. Because I don't believe that anxiety and depression are actually causing your insomnia. So, yes, you can be caught in the cycle of anxiety or depression, which leads to insomnia, which leads to more anxiety, depression, which leads to insomnia. There is that vicious cycle for sure, but I don't think that one actually causes the other. I think they all have the same causes. So, anxiety, depression, insomnia are caused by imbalances in your body, things in your body that are totally out of whack, that aren't healthy. And so, I'm going to tell you about 5 of these possibilities that could be causing this. And I know that this is counter to what you're probably hearing anywhere else because we think of these things, especially anxiety and depression, as mental health issues. And they do manifest in your head, but they can be caused by physical issues, by your body. So let me give some examples. An unhealthy gut is the number one cause of these things. So if you don't have enough good bacteria in your gut, they make 90% of our neurotransmitters. So serotonin, GABA, dopamine, melatonin, all of these things that help us feel good and relax so that we can sleep. We need good bacteria in our gut to make those. So if you have a pathogen in your gut, if you don't have enough good bacteria, if your gut wall is damaged, then you don't have what you need to make those neurotransmitters. Now, another thing that can lead to this is hormone imbalance. So, low progesterone, low or high estrogen, and low testosterone can all lead to anxiety, depression, sleep disturbances, mood swings, and more. High cortisol can also cause this. If you're stressed all the time and your cortisol levels are high, it makes you feel wired and anxious. Cortisol is our stress hormone that helps us survive, and it does that by helping us focus and concentrate so that we can think quickly and get out of a situation. So, if that's happening all the time, if you're caught in this fight or flight stress response, then you can feel that wiredness and anxiousness all the time, and it's really hard to turn it off. And what happens over time if cortisol gets depleted, if your body can't keep up with making enough cortisol to deal with all the stress you're under, then your body actually resorts to adrenaline, which is going to make you feel even more wired and anxious. So, high cortisol or low cortisol can also cause these things. Now, mineral imbalances. There are different possible mineral imbalance scenarios that I look for with a hair tissue mineral analysis. But when your minerals get out of balance, and you can experience these same mental health symptoms, anxiety, depression, OCD, restless leg syndrome. I know that's not mental, but all kinds of things like that can be from mineral imbalances. And also heavy metal toxicity. So, heavy metals accumulate in the brain and can cause neurological symptoms. And I have actually been seeing so much of this in my clients recently. They have high arsenic, high mercury, high lead, and high copper. These have been really common in different clients. So, definitely can cause a lot of these symptoms. So, even though anxiety, depression, insomnia seem like mental health issues, the cause is actually in your body, not in your head. And honestly, taking drugs for these things are going to make things worse. And they're addictive. So, drugs put an extra burden on your liver, they change the chemicals in your brain. And when you try to get off those drugs, your brain freaks out because its chemical balance has changed. And so it can be really hard to get off meds like that. And this is something I help my clients with, but if you can avoid getting on meds in the first place, it's going to be so much easier. And so, really, the only way to feel calm and happy is to get to the root cause of what is causing your symptoms and correct it. And that's exactly what I help you with. So, I use functional lab tests to find out what's going on in your body that's causing your symptoms. I'm looking at gut health, at hormone balance, at food sensitivities, at cortisol, at minerals, at liver function. Pretty much anything that can affect sleep is what I'm looking for. And so this is also going to help if you have symptoms of anxiety and depression. And then once we know what's going on in your body, then I give you a plan to fix those things so that you can feel normal, so that you can sleep normally and be in a good mood. So if this is something you want help with, feel free to message me and we can set up a time to chat about what's going on with your sleep, what's going on with your mental health, and how I can help you. I hope that you have a Merry Christmas, and I will see you in the group.